The article I chose from the New York Times is titled Kenya Burns Elephant Ivory Worth $105 Million to Defy Poachers. This article was written by Jeffrey Gentleman on April 30th of this year. In order to understand the article in its entirety, you must first have some background on the topic. Tens of thousands of elephants are horrifically killed each year in order to obtain their ivory. Ivory trade is illegal. It is when you trade the tusks of an elephant and other types of animals such as a hippopotamus or a rhino for money. The article mentions that a kilogram of ivory can sell for around $1,000 at street price. These ivory dealers hire poachers and give them the weapons they need in order to horrifically kill these elephants. Information gained from the Born Free website that is in my references mentions that these poachers target entire herds of elephants. They shoot them with automatic weapons and hack off their tusks with axes and chainsaws. This article is about how there was $100 million worth of ivory just lying around in piles collecting dust. To show that Kenya is taking the illegal ivory trade seriously, President Uhuru Kenyatta lit these huge piles of elephant tusks and rhino horns up in flames. He wants it to be a sign that they are not taking the illegal trade of these animals' parts lightly. As said in the article, the death toll of elephants is so high from the trading of their tusks that this is pushing wild elephants to extinction. Mr. Kenyatta says that no one has any business in trading in ivory, for this means death. The death of our elephants and the death of our natural heritage. Elephants have been a huge part of Africa's culture, and the idea of them becoming extinct is extremely upsetting. The lighting of these tusks on fire is a sign of hope. It makes people feel sad, yet humbled and encouraged at the same time. The article mentions that this is not the first time something like this has been done. To make a statement, a large bonfire of truckloads of tusks was lit in Kenya in 1989. Many other countries have done this as well to make a statement that unless a tusk is on an elephant, it is worthless. This is an issue for sociologists to consider because the extinction of elephants impacts the people of Kenya not only as a whole, but their culture as well. Elephants are a part of a lot of traditions in Africa, and the fact that poachers want to kill them for money is sickening. This article and the realization that Kenya is not just standing by letting this happen is truly encouraging people. It is making them want to stand up for the cause and not just let their culture and heritage die. Due to the ivory not only being traded in Africa, but other countries as well, such as Asia and Europe, it is considered to impact the global world as a whole. All over the world, many are outraged about the killing of these animals. There are charities and foundations all over the world to work in an effort to try and save these elephants. Sociologists could generate additional research of this topic by simply going out to these places and getting a hands-on experience. See how these people who are being so highly affected by this are doing, how they are feeling, and how they are hurting. See what they think needs to be done in order for this horrible thing to be put to an end. Many of these people who are so up close and personal to it know best, and collecting the research and ideas from them, in my opinion, would be highly effective. The evidence gained from this article was effective in order to show the impact that ivory trade has on the future of elephants. Realizing that each tusk is about $1,000 in street price and that over $100 million worth of tusks were burned is insane to think about. A little more background of the ivory trade may have been a little more helpful to readers, but the article did a good job in explaining how they are killed, the price of these tusks, and the effect it is having on the elephants. The article gives people hope, and I think that is really great. I have always had a liking towards elephants. It is one of my dreams to go to Thailand and visit an elephant sanctuary where they are safe. But the realization that they are not always safe is all too real. This article really puts it into perspective as to how bad the ivory trade really is. I think it is terrible that there are people who want to hurt these poor, helpless animals just for money. But this article encourages me and gives me hope in knowing that there are people not just standing by and allowing this to happen. Knowing that people are doing something about it to make a stand is truly inspiring.